In a small village, there lived a young boy named Ravi. Ravi was a bright and curious child who loved to explore and learn about the world around him. However, when it came to academics, Ravi struggled to score well in his exams. As the exam season approached, Ravi felt a sense of anxiety and worry. His friends seemed confident and excited about the upcoming tests. But Ravi's heart was heavy with the fear of failure. He knew that his parents had high expectations and he didn't want to disappoint them. On the day of the exams, Ravi tried his best to recall the lessons he had learned, but his mind seemed to go blank. Despite his efforts, he finished the exam with a sinking feeling in his heart, knowing that he hadn't performed well. Days turned into weeks and the exam's results were finally announced. Ravi nervously opened his report card, fearing the disappointment that lay inside. As he scanned the sheet, his worst fears were confirmed. He had scored low marks in almost every subject. Feeling defeated and dejected, Ravi walked back home with tears welling up in his eyes. Just as he reached a beautiful meadow, he noticed an elderly man sitting under a tree. Intrigued, Ravi approached the man, who had a serene smile on his face. "What troubles you, young boy?" the old man asked kindly. Ravi poured out his heart, sharing his struggles and disappointment over his low marks in the exams. The old man listened patiently and then spoke. "You know, Ravi, exam scores don't define your worth or intelligence. They are merely a reflection of how well you performed on a particular day. But the true measure of a person lies in their character, resilience, and the ability to learn from their failures." Ravi looked at the old man with curiosity, hoping to understand his words better. Sensing his curiosity, the old man continued, "Let me tell you a story. Once, there was a famous sculptor who had carved many magnificent statues. People admired his talent and he was known far and wide for his masterpieces. One day, a young boy approached him and said, 'Sir, I am a better sculptor than you and will soon become more popular in town.' The sculptor smiled and replied, 'Well, young one, show me your finest statue now.' The boy struggled to finish it and ended up making an irregular bad statue. He was embarrassed at his creation. The famous sculptor said, 'Don't lose heart and come to me after a year with your best creation.' A year passed and the young boy returned to the sculptor with great enthusiasm. He presented his sculpture, which was far from perfect. The sculptor inspected it and said, 'This is not your best work, but it shows your dedication and improvement. Remember, the path to greatness is not always about scoring high on the first try. It's about consistently learning from your past mistakes, and very soon you will achieve what you wish for." Ravi's eyes widened with realization as the story sank in. He understood that his low marks did not define his potential. Instead, they presented an opportunity to grow and improve. With a newfound determination, Ravi returned home and approached his studies with a different mindset. He sought help from his teachers, worked diligently, and embraced the process of learning. Slowly but steadily, he started understanding concepts better, and his grades began to improve. Years passed, and Ravi's hard work paid off. He not only excelled academically, but also became an inspiration to others. Through his struggles and triumphs, Ravi learned that setbacks were merely stepping stones on the path to success. The twists and turns of Ravi's journey taught him that life's true tests are not confined to exam halls or report cards. The real tests lie in our ability to rise above failures, grow from them, and carve our own unique path to success, regardless of the marks we receive. And so, dear friends, remember, in the face of low marks or any adversity, remember that your potential cannot be measured by a single test. Believe in yourself, work hard, and embrace the joy of lifelong learning. For a success comes not from a flawless start, but from the determination to keep growing and improving.